Good morning and welcome to morning meditation. As I've been doing all week, I drew a card this morning from my Sally's Closet pocket cards. And if you're interested in purchasing these cards, I will have them available tomorrow and Saturday at the Christmas market being held at Crescent Care Retirement Home here in Marmara. Anyway, that's my little plug for the cards. The card today says, I will question without fear, setting ego aside so I may evolve. Let me read that one more time. I will question without fear, setting ego aside so I may evolve. Now, when people hear the word ego, they automatically think, oh, that's somebody when they're the ego, they think about being really full of themselves and overconfident, if you will, and thinking they're better than themselves and all that sort of thing. But ego applies to a lot of different emotions in the human body, and we all have an ego. It's good to have it. It's good to have that bit of fear, because if you're out, it's a survival instinct to make you on high alert, so that you're aware of your environment and things around you. When it takes over our judgment and everything, that's when it becomes a problem, or when it stops us from trying new things or stepping out of our comfort zone. At the base of almost all of our emotional and spiritual issues is some sort of fear, and that's where ego comes into play. If you are living out of the fear of asking questions, is it the fear of what other people will think? Is it a fear of being right or wrong? Is it a fear of being judged? Is it a fear of like comparing yourself to someone else, not being good enough? All those things influence the decisions that we make in our life. And if we are afraid to ask questions, then we're allowing ego to block us from developing, from evolving. Because really the questions are always there in the back of our mind. Bring them forward, find your answers, and go from there. It's all up to us. We tend to always go to the negative side of things. So we think of all the bad things that could happen if we ask a particular question, or if we walk a certain path. But what if things were wonderful? It's like, what you're afraid of falling, but what if you could fly? This sort of thing. So today our meditation is about releasing the ego, releasing the fears, so that we can ask the questions and find our way. So I invite you to make yourself comfortable now, as you always do, whether that's sitting or lying down, feet uncrossed, hands, if you can, palms up on your lap or beside you, so the energy can flow freely throughout your body. And ever so gently, close your eyes. Take that deep breath in. Feel your rib cage expand. And hold it for just a second or two. And as you slowly release, allow the air to pass through your mouth. Keeping your awareness on your breathing. Breathe in deeply again. A little bit longer, slower. And exhale. Feel your body begin to relax. Breathe in deeply again. And as you exhale, feel the muscles in your body beginning to relax and let go. Just continue taking a few breaths now on your own, at your own pace. saying to yourself, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Do so, allowing the breath to move throughout your body. And every time you exhale, you feel the muscles relax even further. You are in control. And you even say to yourself, I am in control. I am relaxed. I am in control. I am relaxed. All the sounds around you help to release stress and tension from your body, your breath, bringing in positive energy, exhaling the negative. And it feels good. You imagine that your feet are planted firmly on the ground and you can feel the energy of Mother Earth being drawn into your body with every breath. It strengthens you and empowers you, reminds you of your connection to all things. Then you can imagine a beautiful golden light flowing over your body, clearing your aura, coming down from the sky. Your connection to the universe, reminding you that the universe flows through you and you are through the universe. You are here for a reason, for a season. You belong. And you just breathe. Then within your heart center, in the center of your chest, you feel your heart chakra opening up. Now that your body is relaxed and you're calm, focus on the love that is within you. And you see a beautiful white light within you begin to glow. You are reminded of your connection to and that you are part of the great I Am. You carry this love within you, this light within you. It is always there. Just sometimes, perhaps you forget. But now you remember. And you say to yourself, I am open to give and receive this light. I am light. And the light within you gets brighter. You feel empowered. It gives you strength. You feel your connection to the earth, to the universe, and to the Creator. And you just breathe. Now, imagine if you can, that you're walking down a hallway. And your destination is the room at the far end of the hallway It's a room that's just for you. There's a light over the door, and your name is written on the door. You can barely see your name from where you are, but you know that you want to go there. And you begin to walk down along the hallway. You notice that to your left and to your right are other doors. These doors have questions written on them, questions that perhaps you've had, but you try to ignore them. You just want to get to your room at the end of the hallway. As you walk along the hallway, shadows begin to form. These shadows are coming from the doorways on your left and on your right. You try to ignore them at first, but you realize after a while that you really can't. Now you stop and you think, how do I get to my room? The shadows are causing a darkness that's making your destination almost invisible now. And that is when you remember the light that you're carrying within you. And you also remember that even in science, they have now said that the light and darkness are not two separate things. Darkness is measured by the absence of light, which means that there is always a spark of light within the dark. Maybe, just maybe, you have the power within yourself to spread that light onto the darkness. You focus instead on the darkness, you focus on the light within you. And you remember what you said earlier. I am open to receive light. I am open to give light. And with those words, the light from within you expands around you, melting away the darkness. And as you begin now to walk down the hallway, you send this light before you. Clearing your path. And as you go by the doors that have the questions on them, a light over those doors now lights up. Instead of fear, you are open to ask the questions. You had the light within you all the time. You just needed to ignite it, to allow it to shine before you, to take away your fear. That's when you realize as well that sometimes to get to our destination, we need to stop and ask some questions. I want you to look at some of these doors and what questions are on them. Are there things, thoughts that you've been putting off? Questions that you've had inside, but perhaps have allowed fear to prevent you from asking them, just of yourself? What if you were to look at these questions not with fear, but with excitement, gaining knowledge, for looking for the positive, What if on the other side of that door was more light, was a greater understanding, was a chance to express gratitude, forgiveness, understanding? Do you feel drawn to one of these doors, to one of these questions? What question lights up for you? What doorway is now shining brighter than it was before? You have the light within you to guide you. If you feel ready to open the door, maybe now is the time to address the question. Maybe now is the time to seek knowledge. Even if it is just to begin to open the door, place your hands upon the door without fear. Allow the light within you to shine out through your hands and onto the door, illuminating it. Slowly open the door. What is it that you see inside? Allow your light to shine through, to brighten the room. How does it feel? How does it feel to take that step, to be in control, to be empowered, to at least ask the question? You step back out into the hallway, leaving the door open. You've asked the question. Now leave the door open for the answer to come to you. It may be now. It may be a week from now. But as you leave the door open, the hallway is even brighter. You may have more doorways that you want to open. Do that now. And with every door that you open, you give yourself permission to ask questions and to be open to receive answers, to look at things in a new way, an open way. And in doing so, your path is brighter, clearer. You see more clearly your room at the end of the hallway. It's your resting place, your safe place. You make your way down to that doorway now and open it up and step inside a place that's just for you. A place that you're comfortable being by yourself, imaginary or real. It can be a place in nature. It can be a room, high upon a mountain or by the river, out on the ocean or under the sea, in the woods, by a creek, maybe your backyard. Wherever you see yourself, know that this is your safe place, a place you can come to, make yourself comfortable here. Think about the questions that you asked along your way. Give yourself time, patience, understanding, and wisdom to receive the answers. Allow your whole being, your mind, body, and spirit to connect here. Know that you can come to this place at any time by doing simply what you're doing now. By making yourself comfortable, breathing in deeply, and opening the door to your safe place. Don't be afraid. Instead, welcome in the light, the understanding, patience, wisdom. It will come. And you breathe. Allow this feeling of peacefulness to remain with you throughout your day. Now, start to bring your awareness back to your body. As you breathe in, wiggle your fingers and toes. Exhale any remaining stress that you may have. Breathe in deeply again. As you exhale, become aware of your room. One more breath in. Exhale, bringing your awareness totally back to your space now. Opening your eyes. Go into the day, carrying this light that's within you. Allow it to illuminate your path. Give yourself permission to ask questions. Don't be afraid of the answers. You could have the answer you've been waiting for, but been afraid to ask. Have a wonderful day. And tomorrow we have messages from Spirit in the morning, and also a little plug again for the Christmas market being held here in Marmora on Burstall Street at Crescent Care Retirement Home. That's tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday from 10 to 3. You want to see me? Come on down. I'll have some cute little Christmas items for sale, my books, gift certificates, all on great prices. And there's other vendors there that I know you'll love to see. Until we meet again, namaste.